Hey guys, it's Katie here with Life Mundane and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you 10 things that we love about teaching textbooks when it comes to working with our special needs kids. If you guys are new to this channel, we have 6 wonderful, beautiful kids that are all created a little bit different. They all have different strengths and weaknesses, but for some of our kids, that includes different diagnoses. We have lots of different diagnoses, but just a few that I'm going to mention in today's video is we have auditory processing and dyslexia, autism, and ADHD. Teaching textbooks has really helped us come alongside our special needs kiddos, not only give them the instruction they need when it comes to their math curriculum, but also a lot of supports in that area. And today I want to share with you guys exactly how it does that. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Katie and welcome to Life in the Mundane. I am a second generation homeschool mom of 6 beautiful kiddos, and on this channel we talk all things resources. I love to share with you resources that are going to help you in your homeschooling and help encourage you in your biblical parenting and how you can utilize those to their fullest potential so that you can make the most of the little moments. If you're new to teaching textbooks, before I jump into the 10 things we love about it, be sure to check out the video I've already done up in the iCards or down in the description below that lists the 10 things you need to know about teaching textbooks, how it functions, and some of its special features. But today, I really want to highlight how it helps our special needs kiddos. So the first thing that it does is it uses video-based lessons. This is so important, especially for my kiddos with autism or with dyslexia. Whether you're talking about a 3rd grade curriculum or a high school level curriculum, the computer is going to teach your children the math concept. They're going to use lots of visuals. They're going to read it to them. So there's no hindrance or barrier when it comes to working on math, regardless of reading skills. And I love the fact that they're not held back by that. So that is a huge benefit. Also with that, they can re-listen to the lesson as many times as they need to, whether it's one right after the other or if they need to go back and reference it later. That is a huge benefit to our kids because oftentimes they need lots of repetition. The second thing kind of goes along with that, and that's the fact that each question within the math curriculum is read aloud to your child.
Jimmy bought a remote-controlled monster truck for $14.75, but that doesn't include the tax. If the tax is 81 cents, what will Jimmy have to pay in dollars?
You do have the option to turn that feature off or to mute that option if your child finds that to be a bother. But again, regardless of whether we're talking about 3rd grade all the way up to high school, they do have the option to have it read aloud to your child. This is huge, guys. If you've ever had a child who struggles with reading and dyslexia, or even just struggles in reading without an official diagnosis, it can be so challenging because reading is such an integral part to all curriculums out there. And when a child struggles in reading, it can really act as a barrier to any future learning, but it doesn't have to. My child is very capable of doing math and actually enjoys doing math. So to think that they would not be able to just because they're still working on their reading has been such a hardship in the past. But ever since we found teaching textbooks, it has been a beautiful fit for him because he is able to continue to excel in his math program regardless of where his reading is. The third thing that I love about teaching textbooks is that they only show your child one problem at a time. This is huge. Many of our kids, special needs or not, but especially our special needs kids, can get really frustrated and overwhelmed. I find this to be the case, especially with my ADHD kiddos. They can get distracted by all the options or which problems they should do first. Teaching textbooks only shows on the screen one problem at a time. Your child does have the option to click on one of the buttons and to be able to move around within the lessons, which is great because for some of my special needs kiddos, they really like to tackle the easy stuff first and leave the harder stuff for later, or some kids do it vice versa. But I like the fact that no matter how they look at it, it still only shows one question at a time. And this really cuts down on the distraction and helps my kids to focus and learn the concepts better. The fourth thing is it gives quick and immediate feedback to your children. If they get a problem correct, there's these fun little buddies that'll come on the screen and cheer them on. This works especially well for my ADHD kiddos who do well with that instant feedback. They're used to feeling like they are not getting things right or being told they need to redo something. And that can really be hard on them. But when every single time they get a problem right, they're cheered on, that's a huge boost to them and it keeps them going from lesson to lesson. Also with that instant feedback, if your child gets a problem problem wrong, not only will it let them know that they got a problem wrong without giving them negative feedback, it actually will give them the opportunity to try again, as long as it's not a multiple choice question. And it will also give them the ability to watch how the problem should have been done, again, through a video-based lesson that has auditory instruction. This is so critical because it doesn't end up where I forget to grade math until the end of the week, and so then they're figuring out what they did wrong here after they've kind of ingrained a bad habit. They get that immediate feedback, they're able to correct it immediately, and it stops us from having these bad habits within our math. Number 5, I love the fact that it is portable. It can be used on many mobile devices. It can be used on your laptops, it can be used on your desktop, it can be used on your tablets, it can even be used on your phone, although there is some trickiness with that, just because the screen is so small. But we do love to use it on our tablets, especially when we're out and about for different therapies and appointments. You guys know, if you are a special needs mom, there are lots of places where we are on the go and we have to take school with us. This is something so easy. I can bring one device and have multiple kids work on the program. You don't even need internet access while you're running around, because when you are connected to the internet, the program is automatically designed to download several lessons at a time, so that if you are offline, you can actually continue to work on. And multiple children can share a device, or you can have different devices for each kid. It's a very simple way to bring school on the go. Number 6. I don't know about you guys, but having kids with special needs means my attention is divided constantly. Like, I am constantly going all different directions, trying to make sure that everybody has everything they need. This does mean, though, that at times things can fall through the cracks and I can miss things. I don't have time to go behind my kids in absolutely everything they do and check every single problem or every single piece of work, which is one of the reasons why I love the fact that Teaching Textbooks now offers a daily email. So every single day I get an email telling me exactly what my child did in math, which lessons they completed, what grade they got, and how many problems they got wrong. It's all in one email, all of my students, and this allows me to quickly identify, oh, you know what? They got kind of a low score on that. Or, you know what? I didn't see a lesson come through for them, which means they didn't complete anything yesterday. I'm gonna go follow up with them about that. This just really helps me as a mom to be able to make sure that I'm giving them that individualized attention that they need without feeling like I have to be looking over their shoulder constantly at their work. So number 7, I know we mentioned that it is portable, which means you can take it along for different therapy appointments, but I also love the fact that it is portable if you have a tablet or other kind of device, which is perfect for my kids who have the wiggles. My kids are able to take this and move around. Many of my special needs kids cannot sit for long periods of time, especially those ADHD kiddos, cannot sit for long periods of time working in just one spot. This allows them to be able to move from the table to the couch, maybe to even go outside. I've had kids who have bounced on a ball while doing Teaching Textbooks, or to be able to do it on the swings even, especially since we don't need that internet connection. Or not only is convenient, but it helps them to focus better oftentimes. The 8th thing that I love about it is that they offer printable lessons as well. So you can go into your teacher portal and you can go in and print out any of the lessons that you would like to print out for your child. Sometimes my special needs kiddos, I'm noticing that they're struggling and I want to walk through them one-on-one with this away from the screens, or they need a break from the screens for the day. This allows it to have both options. I can go in, I can print out that lesson with the problems, we can fill it out on paper, and then we just simply plug it into the computer later on.
Not only do they have printable lessons, they also have now included on their website printable certificates of completion for each of the different levels, as well as printable math facts that your child can use until they've been able to completely memorize the math facts. So I love that they offer all of these different printables in different formats depending on what works best for your child, and you can go through and print any of these on their website.
This has been so nice because sometimes you just need that flexibility, or to be able to take the same concept and approach it from a different angle can help them to really click with it better. Number 9 is that there is not only immediate feedback when it comes to them getting answers correct or wrong, but there is also a lot of incentive. You guys know that if you have kiddos with special needs, a lot of times different therapists will encourage you to use incentives to make less preferred activities more preferred. With that, Teaching Textbooks has already built that in. They have different wallpapers your kids can change on the background. They have different stickers that pop up when things are right or wrong, and they even have little buddies up in the corner of the screen that are cheering your kids on all throughout the lesson. My kids absolutely love these small little features, but what they also love about them is that as they progress throughout the year, they actually earn more of these so that they can customize it even more to their desire. I really, really love the fact they've built in that natural incentive, so it's one less thing, again, that I have to do. The 10th and probably my absolute favorite reason for teaching textbooks with my special needs learners is that, again, as a mom of special needs kiddos, my attention is in all different directions. I'm managing doctor's appointments and therapy appointments. I'm trying to teach kids who are struggling how to read. I'm trying to help them in all these different areas of life, and there's only one of me. To be able to outsource math, to be able to give that off and let them to be able to do that on their own and have something truly independent that they can do is a huge blessing and a relief to me as a special needs mom. And it's such a great thing that I know I can trust teaching textbooks. My kids have done well, they have excelled, and continue to learn more and more each and every day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to try a free trial of teaching textbooks for your student, you can do so down in the description below. I will leave a link there for you guys. And I would just encourage you to give it a try. You can actually try out the first 15 lessons of any level out there completely free, and you can try it for as long as it takes you to complete those first 15 lessons. I do recommend, though, regardless of whether your child is special needs or not, that you do take the placement test, because every math curriculum is different, and different ones will have you covering different topics at different times. So be sure down in the description to go click on that link, take the placement test, and have your child try it. It may be the perfect fit for you and your kiddo. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!